Hey gang, welcome to another Friendship Bootcamp video where we share our strategies to upgrade our social lives. So it's really easy to play the blame game when it comes to friendships, such as blaming your city for being an unfriendly city, or blaming yourself for being shy, or blaming yourself for losing touch with your friends. So in order to avoid this whole blame game, I've found that it's really helpful for me to separate what is within my control and what's not in my control with regards to the friendship process. Before I get to my lists, I just want to do a quick plug for the Buddytree project, which I'm also involved with. Buddytree is a new platform which can help you meet interesting people in your city to build meaningful friendships. Okay, so let's get to the lists, and we're starting with what's not in your control with regards to the friendship process. Number 3, serious health issues or other kinds of tragedies that are completely out of your control. Number 2, if an existing friend chooses not to be your friend anymore, or if they move away or they die, pretty much out of your control. And number 1, if someone chooses to not explore a potential friendship with you, maybe they've got enough friends in their life. Don't take it personally, it's not in your control. Move on. Okay, so now let's talk about what's in your control with regards to the friendship process. Number 10, doing a friendship inventory to identify which friendships you want to focus on and which ones you want to let go of. Number 9, getting inspired by making a friendship wish list. All this means is that you're thinking about the kinds of activities that you want to do with friends. Some of them could be existing friends, some of them could be friends that you're going to meet in the future. It's really important to get inspired because inspiration fuels the motivation and the whole friendship process. Otherwise, it's just work. Number 8, improving your relationship with solitude. I know we've had a pandemic and a lot of people have been forced to be in solitude, but a lot of people have not been good with spending time with themselves way before the pandemic began. If you can get better at being alone and being in solitude, then you're much more likely to make new friends because you're not going to be needy. You're not going to be somebody who dominates the discussion because you're so sick of being alone. Number 7, improving your friendship audition process, as I like to call it. It's all about how long you take to bring a new friend into your life, turning a potential friend into an actual friend, basically. Are you rushing the process? Are you dragging it out too long? There's a lot of ways that you can improve this process because it's a lot easier to bring a friend into your life than to remove a friend from your life, as we probably all realized. Number 6, improving your organizational skills with existing friends. Are you the one that waits for your friends to send you invitations, or are you the one that takes the initiative to organize friends on a regular basis? One-on-one hangouts, small group hangouts, or large group hangouts, whatever works for you. If you're waiting for other people to send you invitations, then you're not being an organizer. Number 5, you can improve your conversation skills. This is within your control. A lot of people don't think anything about conversation skills. They think, hey, you accept me for who I am, but I believe that anyone can improve their conversation skills over the course of their life, whether it's your listening skills or how you express yourself. And I really encourage you to check out Friendship Bootcamp for my tips on that. Number 4, knowing how much you have to offer as a friend. A lot of people don't have very high confidence and self-esteem because they forget or they don't realize how much they have to offer as a friend. A lot of this just involves some self-awareness work, exploring what your values are, your passions are, what your convictions are, redefining who you are as a person. This brings up your confidence and self-esteem so that the next point, which I'm going to mention, doesn't hit you so hard. Number 3, how you deal with rejection. There's so many different ways you can feel rejection. It's when you thought this was a potential friend and it turned out to not make time for you, so you feel rejected. Maybe you sent off an invitation to a private event or public event and people didn't respond, or they canceled at the last minute. There's lots of ways you can feel rejection, but it's up to you how much you dwell on that. Also, once again, if you build up your confidence and self-esteem to a pretty high level, once you feel that rejection, you only come down a certain amount. If you have a low confidence and self-esteem to begin with, you're going to go right down to the bottom when you feel rejection. Number 2, of the most important things within your control in the friendship process, hosting or attending public events to bring new friends into your life. When I first moved to Vancouver, I didn't know anyone. I decided to host meaningful discussions events in a restaurant in Vancouver, I ended up meeting 99% of the friends that I have in Vancouver is because I hosted public events. I drew people to me. I created a magnet that drew interesting people that were like-minded people that enjoyed meaningful discussions. I drew them into my life. It's a lot easier than going to a lot of different public events and trying to find people that way. And the number one thing that's in your control in the friendship process is how much time you spend watching TV. Yes, and that could be consuming books as well. It's really consuming versus engaging. On average, I think the last statistic I saw was 4.5 hours that people watch TV every day in the United States. I think it's 4 hours in Canada. In any case, a lot of people make excuses about how much time they have to find new friends or to make new friends or to maintain their existing friendships. Well, how much time are you spending consuming? If this list seems overwhelming or intimidating, then I recommend to just pick one or two of these items and start with them. So, what do you think of my lists? Maybe you agree, maybe you'd like to add other ones. Please leave your comments below. As always, check out my free podcasts at friendshipbootcamp.com for specific strategies that you can start applying today to upgrade your social life. Once again, if you want to start meeting more interesting people in your city, then I encourage you to host or attend a public hangout at buddytree.org. And if you enjoyed this video, then please share it with others so we can grow the Friendship Bootcamp community to share our strategies to upgrade our social lives. Remember, we're in this together, guys.